What's up, weirdos? It feels so good to be right. Matt Rife, if you don't know him, is a stand-up comedian who is known for just being just a handsome-looking guy. And for some reason, he takes a lot of offense to that because even though he got a lot of success off of TikTok, a lot of followers, a lot of views on his YouTube specials, he doesn't care because most of his support has come from women and people who are attracted to him and don't actually care about his comedy. Or even women and people who are attracted to him who do care about his comedy. But the thing is, if you're gay or a woman, he doesn't seem to like really respect you. And nobody knew that until he released his latest special, which just immediately pushes away everybody who's ever supported him. And if I'm being honest, it just feels so good. So I'm gonna show you like the history, the lore, everything, so we can talk about the fall of Matt Rife. Because when I say this man is on the lower end of the brain cell count, I really mean it, because what he did is one of the stupidest career moves I've ever seen. Like, as far as just business-wise, you're an idiot, whatever.
I'm good looking. I don't like it any more than you guys do, okay? This is not good for comedy, okay?
This is who we're working with right here. This is his comedy that he got so popular and successful for. And you might hear a lot of people saying, oh, but come on, you can't say that he was never funny just because he said something stupid now. I have never found him funny. Also, I just have a general thing with stand-up comedy where I don't like it, specifically his type. He blew up by posting a lot of crowd work on TikTok where he's just like, hey, what's going on with you? Oh, what's your last name? Hope? What are you married to P? Like, that's the type of stuff that he was doing in general, but he was doing his face like this the whole time. And the thing is, I just don't find it funny. Even a good stand-up comedian, if I'm sitting in a crowd and you're standing up there on a stage going, hey, I'm like, you're trying to make me laugh right now. You literally thought of all this ahead of time and you're just trying to make me laugh. You think you can look at me and say, hey, what do you do for work, pal? And then make a quick little 5-second joke to make me look like an idiot in front of everybody? I don't think so, pal. Like, I'm kind of joking, but I actually really don't like it. So when he would pop up on my For You page and it's a video like this, where his joke is, I'm so good looking. I don't like it either. And he's doing the faces the whole time. Like, you can tell he's doing this the whole time. And if I'm being honest, shut up. Like, you're not even that good. He's good looking, who cares? But the point is, that's all he was known for. He's not like a groundbreakingly good stand-up comedian. He just talks about how he's handsome. And then people are like, oh my God, he's so self-aware about it. It's so funny. God, okay, let's keep going.
And it's so weird for me. My looks are so confusing to me because you guys haven't known me my entire life, so you have no context of this, but this shit just happened.
This is on a clip of Best of Matt Rife. This is a Best of Matt Rife clip. And the joke is, this? I know everybody's thinking about it. This is crazy. Anybody else freaking out about this right now? Actually, bro, no. I came here to laugh. I didn't come here to look at somebody saying, I'm handsome and I know it. If I wanted to do that, I'd go to a fashion walk show, fashion runway show, walk, fashion. Okay, if Noah Beck was there, I would, listen, Noah Beck on a runway, I'd sit my white ass down and watch. Matt Rife standing on stage telling jokes about how this is crazy and I know everybody's freaking out about it. It's just not funny. But to say that he has turned these viral TikToks into a successful comedy career would be an understatement. Like, he's posted full specials. Look at that, 10 million views. Walking red flag. Another one, 17 million views. Another one, 11 million views. 12 days ago, 1.6 million views on Jimmy Fallon. God dang it, Colleen, get off! Get off, Colleen. I can't. Loving the bob though, girl. Where'd you get it? The groomer.
It's so funny.
Anyways, let's look at this loser. See what I did there? Because he just got a Netflix comedy special and this is how he opened it up. Again, his entire career is based off of people thinking that he's handsome and following him exclusively for that. And then being like, no, I also think he's funny, but it's just because he's handsome. I've talked to my brother about Matt Rife. My brother has been like, have you seen Matt Rife? I think he's so cute. And I'm like, shut up! I don't care if he's cute. He's a stand-up. I hate him. And listen, you can be a stand-up comedian and I can love you, but you just gotta understand, anyways, here it is.
I ate lunch there and the hostess.
He's talking about going to eat lunch at a restaurant and the hostess is like saying, oh, hello, where would you like to sit? You know, that type of thing.
The hostess who like seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. It wasn't like, what happened? It was pretty obvious what happened.
So that is what we call in the stand-up world a premise setup, a setup premise. Is it a premise or a setup? It's the same thing, John. John, it's the same fucking thing. I'm talking to Mulaney out there. By the way, John Mulaney watches all of my videos and he's been a subscriber since I think 200,000. It's really cool. When he said black eye, so it's a departure from his general jokes where it sounds like when he would say black guy, because people have criticized him for telling racist jokes before. Yeah, that's what we call two birds with one stone, baby. But let's keep going. Shut up!
And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should put her in the kitchen or something where nobody Nobody has to see her face, you know?
Okay, that's the middle of the joke. Matt Rife, by the way, stand-up legend. He'll hit you with the premise. He'll extend it. He'll build a little vamp. Okay, there's something that we're working with here about putting her in the kitchen away from, people's attention. But how are you gonna land this joke?
And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
Oh, that's how you're gonna land it. Oh, to your, by the way, very largely majority female audience. Right. That's how we're gonna open up the Netflix special. Right. But it's comedy, so maybe he's gonna say like, first, whatever. But let me just show you the last thing that he says for this little bit.
Testing the water, seeing if y'all are gonna be fun or not.
Testing the water, seeing if y'all are gonna be fun or not. Now, here's the thing. In the world of stand-up comedy, that's not that crazy of a joke. Like, that's for real not that insane. But when you consider the fact that, his entire audience is comprised of a very large majority women, it kind of puts into context what he's doing here, where this is a very intentional thing. To put this at the beginning, like, a comedy special is written, like, he plans this whole thing out specifically, I guess, to let the audience know, hey, this isn't for the girls. I know y'all know me for being handsome, and that's why I have everything that I have, but the only people that actually care about that, let's alienate all of them. And by the way, my question is, for what purpose? So that the people who actively think that you're unfunny and annoying are the only people that can like your comedy? That's why I'm saying that this is a fall. Because the situation is, I'm sure that he's gonna have some wonderful career with middle-aged women in middle America who think that, edgy comedy is so funny and he's so cute. Like, I'm sure that's gonna be his career. And I am sure he's gonna have some success. Listen, when you're a white boy who's got the sauce and you're already at this level, it's very hard to go completely to nothing. So I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but I am saying that this one decision that he's made, this one stupid decision, is going to limit what he could have done forever. Bro had Hank Green saying that he thinks he's funny and he really likes him. Hank Green! And you know what Hank Green said after this? A comedian ruining his relationship with a large portion of his fan base because he wanted to be like all the other boring ass Netflix special "you can't tell jokes anymore" crowd is actually just depressing. Yeah, it's very depressing. It's very lame. And then Hank said later in the thread, I texted a friend this morning, that not the kind of comic I thought he was. A lot of people saying he was never funny, but that's wrong? I mean, it's wrong to me. The thing is, Hank Green, as far as I am aware of, came out as bi later in his life. And here's the thing. To the best of my knowledge, this was not public information until the past couple years that Hank Green is bi. And by the way, if I'm breaking the news to you right now, everybody stand up and clap. Everybody salute bisexual Hank Green. We love you. By the way, his entire series on the microcosmos, it's phenomenal. It's really, really interesting. I love Hank Green. But the thing is, a young middle-aged man, by the way, a young and a strapping middle-aged man at that, Hank Green, and a powerful one who can overcome anything, including cancer. But a middle-aged man nonetheless, coming out and being openly bisexual online, I think that is a perfect recipe to fall into the traps of a white boy who's got sauce. And I'm sorry, listen, I'm sorry. Matt Rife is a lot like Zack Snyder's Superman. You can't tell if it's fascism or just bisexuality for the interest. I think that in Matt Rife's case, it's more of the bisexuality. Anyways, this is a tweet where Hank Green is talking about being bi and not being attracted to Ryan Reynolds, which I think is interesting. By the way, quick side note, everybody's always like, every straight guy's attracted to Ryan Reynolds. Cause he's handsome. Like, what do you, okay, he's charismatic, he's charming, he's self-deprecating, and he's actually handsome, and he's actually jacked, and he can sing, and he can dance, and he's smart, makes great business decisions, and he's married to a beautiful, talented woman named Blake Lively. Don't know why I had that struggle right there. And he's nurturing. I don't know what to tell you. Quick search up of Matt Rife's name on any social media platform, you will see hundreds and hundreds of people commenting, posting about how much they don't like him anymore, how they'll never support him anymore, and those posts getting thousands and thousands of likes and shares and retweets. It's a real thing that he's kind of really seriously messed up. The joke on its own, I could see a world where that doesn't ruin your entire career, but in the context of how he's built his entire fan base and who his fan base is comprised of, it's just a really stupid thing to have done. And also, the joke is the joke. It's a bad, don't say that, dumbass. But you might think, hey, Matt Rife is probably seeing all this and thinking, hey, I should probably chill out. I should probably apologize for that and say, oh no, I was trying to set the watch tone. You'd expect a notes app on the Instagram story at minimum. So I went and looked at his Instagram story, and instead what I found was this. If you've ever been offended by a joke I've told, here's a link to my official apology. Oh, okay, well at least he's doing that. And then you click the link and it takes you to, oh, special needs helmets. Let's double down. Yeah. This way, the fans that were defending you for that joke can also see this and go, nah, he really is a piece of S. H-I-T, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking poop, girl. Here's the situation. You have, on the one hand, incels who hate Matt Rife because women used to think that he was so handsome. But now you've got women hating him. So you've got incels and women, and then also people who like stand-up comedy because he's not actually that funny. He just skated by on his good looks, which he was insecure about. But when your jokes are, this is a little crazy, no? I'm so good looking, no? Stand-up comedy lovers aren't actually gonna really find that so funny. Also, by the way, he did say that his comedy inspirations were Dave Chappelle and Dane Cook. So let that cook in your mind for a second. Anyways, incels, women who can be swayed by beauty. By the way, a lot of women are saying that they never found him handsome anymore, which is fine, whatever. People are saying they didn't find him funny either. But anyways, let me get the freaking list out, okay. Incels, stand-up comedy lovers, women and Hank Green who are swayed by attraction to him. And then also the entire black community, which I hate to tell you that the black community does not stand with Matt Rife. Now, who am I to say that? Well, I'm just reading all the tweets and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I understand because he came from Wild 'N Out, where he was the white boy with the sauce. Shut up! He still carries a little bit of a black scent with him, but people say that it's just from where he's from. But anyways, Matt Rife before all the filler looked like this and he did this on Wild 'N Out. As far as I can tell, the impetus for why the black community does not like him. And now that this is getting like more traction, by the way, this is a very big clip. It's got 26 million views, so this is apparently well known. But if you haven't seen it, to refresh your memory, Matt Rife before the filler talking to Zendaya.
Spit that water out so I can get your number, please.
Yeah, he thought that he was so charming and so handsome and that he had the sauce to the point that he could go up and unprompted grab Zendaya's face like this. Do you know how delusional you have to be to think that you can go up and grab Zendaya's face like this? Everything in the world aside, she's a literal icon. Anybody who is at icon status, you do not grab their face. He thought that it was like, I'm gonna do this and people are gonna freak out. Yeah, we're gonna freak out because of how disrespectful that is. And that's the situation with Matt Rife. He made one very edgy joke that everybody that is in his fan base is like, I hate this. Now he's left with like 3% of his fans who just think he's so handsome, or I guess are, I can't even say that the Republicans are gonna like him. Because like the entire career that he's had before this is just embarrassing. Like the only thing that he had going for him was that people thought he was handsome and he would take off his belt on stage and people thought it was handsome. I'm saying handsome a lot, but here's the thing. When you're the bad boy of YouTube, you get to talk about handsome topics. And that's me, Film Cooper, the bad boy of YouTube. My thing is, if you say something stupid, fess up to it and don't like, just fess up to it. And the thesis of this whole thing is that I understand why Matt Rife did this. Not saying I understand, like, oh, I would do that too, but I'm saying the reason he did it is because he fundamentally does not respect women. Oh my God, the man in me that feels so, you know. But I do actually like believe that. It's just so funny to say that.
It's so funny.
You know, me being boy myself. But for real, he has such a chip on his shoulder about being only the handsome guy. Like he wants the respect of other stand-up comedians. And my perception is that people poke fun at him all the time. People rib him all the time. You only have your career because you're handsome. He's so insecure of that he has to go, oh, you know what? All the people who are supporting me just because I'm handsome, how about I alienate all of them? Then the male stand-up comedians in the green rooms will think I'm cool. Hey buddy, they're not gonna think you're cool. They're gonna think you're a dumbass. Because you know what men respect above masculinity? Money. And you're gonna lose a lot of money because you lost a majority of your fan base. So these men whose respect you want are just gonna look at you like an idiot. Oh, like, hey, we were just making fun of you. By the way, if you can have a successful career just because you're handsome, just do that. But it is so white boy who thinks he has the sauce to have to go, no, I'm actually better than that. I'm actually everything. I'm everything everywhere all at once. Like the movie. But if he had just shut up and kept doing his thing, he would have had a long, successful, fruitful career. And I'm sure that he will have a career from here on out. Like, obviously that's not gonna go away, but it's never gonna be what he could have been because he has an ego and he thinks that he needs everything. I just hope that every green room he's in for the rest of his life, he's looking like Oppenheimer at the end of that movie. All the other comedians in the green room laughing at him, making fun of him because he made the stupidest career move he could have ever made. Yeah, dude, you're only here because you're handsome. I didn't think that saying that would make you go, oh, everybody who's here because I'm handsome? Get out of here! Because the thing is, if you're only there because you're handsome, and then you throw away the people that are there for that, what you're left with is people who are there for your comedy. And remember, you're not there for your comedy. And I actually believe that. Anyways, so let me figure out some Oppenheimer thing. Joke here. Him talking to Dane Cook, I guess. Do you remember when I brought those calculations to you that said that if I made one domestic violence joke, it could set off a chain reaction that would bring about the end of my entire comedy career? Yeah, I remember it well. Frat beer. What of it? I believe it did.
That's so funny.
Or if I was Matt Rife, I would say with a black accent. But I don't want to do that. Anyways, long story short, L. Everybody, L Matt Rife, L Matt Rife. It'd be like if I came out now and was like, I actually think Andrew Tate's pretty awesome. Why would you do that? Okay, you proved now that you hate girls, but what does that make you? Leader of the treehouse? What am I talking about? Anyways, I love you so much. Please subscribe.
Because at the end of the day, he's just a guy. He's just a guy who gets a microphone and then walks around going, listen, everybody knows I've got this going on. But what you don't understand is, I don't like it either. Because I'm so, like, when I'm handsome, it's like, okay, so this guy's handsome? And it's like, okay, well, here I am and I'm handsome. So it's like, you know what I'm talking about? Because it's this.